Hi, folks, and welcome to another episode of Matt's Corner. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, hey, look at that. Key lime pie colored shirt, bushy long hairdo like I'm some kind of surfer, pro surfer, amazing athlete. Well, guess what, folks? It is almost summertime. The weather is beautiful, and you know what that means. Cookouts, Cape Cod, concerts, cold Corona, clam bakes, Clayton Kershaw, and creating content just like this. So all those fun things means let's dive in to another DVD unboxing. This is from our friends at the Warner Brothers Archives, but it's a bittersweet unboxing because this is kind of the swan song. They've officially closed the DVD archive store on the Warner website. So I don't know if they're even making them anymore. Somebody said something like you can get them, but you have to go through Amazon, which is fine. I mean, we all live in Amazon world now, so if that's what it is, that's what it is. But this was their final. It was a 4 for $44 sale. So, of course, I got a couple more than 4. So let's go ahead and open the box. What's in the box? Remember that from that movie? All right, here we go. So there's a bunch in here. I'm going to do half now and then half in another video. Okay, folks, what do we have? I got these kind of a while ago. They've just been sitting in my closet waiting for the right day. And this is it. So here we have, this I already own. This is for my friend Brendan and his wife Allison. They love this movie. I love this movie. Drop Dead Gorgeous with Kirsten Dunst, Kirstie Alley, Ellen Barkin, and Denise Richards. Yeah. This is very, very funny. Definitely not a comedy that would get made today. It's not exactly what you call PC. Personal computer. So, this one I have wanted to see for quite some time. This was the answer to a trivia question a little while back, and I didn't get it. And so I had to order the film. Listen to this cast. The movie's called Inside Daisy Clover, late 60s? 65, mid-60s. Natalie Wood, Christopher Plummer, rest in peace, recently passed away. Also starring a young Robert Redford, Roddy McDowall. He's in a lot. He pops up. And Ruth Gordon, Maude from Harold and Maude, among many other things. So this looks fun. A star at 15, a has-been at 17. Says who? This is sort of a satire of Hollywood, I'm thinking. But should be good. I'm excited, personally. Next up on the list, on the docket, is The Americanization of Emily. And this is James Garner, Jim Rockford, for the layperson, Julie Andrews, and Melvin Douglas, who is fantastic. He was in Being There, one of my all-time favorite movies. I think he played the president in Being There. And yeah, so U.S. Navy honchos in World War II London have a humdinger of a war on their hands, and they need a hero. And oh, you know what's interesting? I just saw it reminded me back here. James Garner and Julie Andrews. They starred in Victor Victoria together years after this. This was 1964. James Coburn is in it. Wow. Directed by Arthur Hiller. Director of, say it with me, Silver Streak. Very good. And written by Paddy Chayefsky, who of course wrote Network, one of my favorite movies. So this should be fun. I've seen this on the TV sometimes, flipping around, channel surfing, you know. Have yet to see it. Speaking of James Coburn, we have The Carrey Treatment. Is it the Drew Carey treatment? Is it the Jim Carrey treatment? No, it is the Peter Carrey treatment. I guess he plays a psychiatrist, I think. Oh, it takes place in a Boston hospital. Oh my gosh. Directed by Blake Edwards, who directed all the Pink Panther movies and, of course, the aforementioned Victor Victoria. This is going to be interesting. Pat Hingle was in it. He was in the Tim Burton Batman movies. Was he the commissioner there? Written by Michael... what? Based on a book by Michael Crichton. Jurassic Park. Wonder if there's going to be any dinosaurs popping up here. I doubt it. Nevertheless, should be fun. As should this. Beyond a Reasonable Doubt. This is a thriller. Joan Fontaine is in it. Directed by Fritz Lang. Hello. Didn't he do Metropolis and M? Wasn't he that big guy back in the day? 1956. This is 1956. Yeah, I guess I don't know much about this. A paranoid thriller. A fitting conclusion to Fritz Lang's Hollywood career. Was this his last movie? Yeah, wow. Wow. Yeah, Metropolis and M. See, come on, I'm such a... Cool. Cool, should be good. 80 minutes. Oh, that's like an after-dinner-mint of a movie. Next up. Oh. The living legend himself. James Caan. Is this a 70s one or 80s? Oh, 1980. So right on the cusp. Right in his heyday. Oh, there's a nice little picture in the back. Looks like there's a baseball game going on. Gotta love that. Also starring Danny Aiello. Holy goodness gracious. James Caan directed this. I didn't know he directed things. So this is going to be exciting. If the Justice Department of the United States abducted your children, what would you do? And I'm guessing he hid in plain sight. Sounds good. Sounds good. Ah, James Garner. Back, baby. How Sweet It Is, in fact. Debbie Reynolds. Now, there's something about this movie. Okay, yeah. So it was written by Gary Marshall, co-written by Gary Marshall, who totally revolutionized TV along with Norman Lear. And Paul Lynde is also in this. And Terry Thomas, who I love when Terry Thomas pops up. Directed by Jerry Paris. So Jerry Paris was Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore's neighbor on the Dick Van Dyke Show. And he directed a bunch of episodes, I think. And he shifted out of acting and became more of a director later in his career. He died young, I want to say in the 80s. This is 1968. Yeah, very exciting. What was his name on the Dick Van Dyke Show? Was his name Jerry? Jerry something? This one I've seen. This is a made-for-TV movie. It's a horror movie, and it's called Bad Ronald. Ronald is a bad kid. Real quick, he accidentally kills a girl in his neighborhood. He's like a high school kid, you know, just a little... And he accidentally kills this girl, and his mother is kind of crazy, and she's like, hide in the wall, hide in the wall. So she hides Ronald in the hall because she knows the police are going to be looking for him. So she's like, I'll bring you food. So she brings food, and he's living in the walls of this house, and then the mom dies. So he's like, what do I do? He's stuck in the house. And then a new family moves in, so he's like creeping all around inside, spying on him. It's very creepy, very, very scary. And Dabney Coleman's in it. So I had to get this. It's so weird and creepy. I'm a fan. I can't believe it. This is the last one for this first batch. Well, we already had James Garner, Jim Rockford. So now we got to have Lieutenant Columbo, Mr. Peter Falk, with all the marbles. The California Dolls and their best friend Harry. Together they're going for all the marbles. Burt Young is also in this from Rocky fame, among many other things. He's still around. 1981. So I really don't know much about this, but I kind of will watch anything Peter Falk is in, because I am a fan. So that's it. That's part 1 of this particular unboxing. Thanks for tuning in. And don't, what did Larry Sanders always say? He'd say, no flipping, right? Right? Gary Shandling. Yeah. So don't flip. I mean, it's YouTube, so it's different now, but we'll be back.